Welcome to Make Sylacauga Healthy Again. I'm your host, Dr. Jonathan Douglas of Broadway Spinal Care. Today we're talking about something that I talk about in the office, Tara talks about in the office all the time. I talk about with my junior athletes. It is kids being unhealthy. And that is something 25 years ago, working with athletes, working with patients, we did not see. Every once in a while, I had a child that I thought, wow, this child is really deconditioned and has adult-type problems. I would say the majority of kids we see now have adult-type problems, and it's a really sad thing to see that transition. I think the Make America Healthy Again movement is moving us away from that, and we're trying very hard with this show to also do the same thing. But we have an expert today going to talk about A1C. If you don't know what that is, stay tuned. We're going to talk about hypertension, so high blood pressure in kids, and diabetes in kids, which again was an unknown thing 25 years ago and is so common to see now. So if you have kids in your life, grandkids, children, watch this, think about this. Let's find some way to keep them out of this cycle of being a sick person their entire lives. Stay tuned. Back again with Rachael Grier, certified pharmacy tech at Hubbard Pharmacy. Piggly Wiggly on 280. Kids are sick.
Yes. We are seeing poor eating habits like never before. Our lives are busy. Let's run by McDonald's. Let's get them a Big Mac, get them some fries, and let's go on about our business.
Mm-hmm. And that used to be a treat. When I was little, we'd go out to eat once a month maybe, and it was amazing because it was so different. But then the rest of it was at home, and we made sandwiches, and we did all the things that were healthier options. But now it seems like the at-home is a rare situation versus the other.
Kids don't know about vegetables. Kids don't know about gardens anymore because our life moves so fast. When I was a kid, you ate from the garden.
Yeah, sure.
Yes,
I shelled a lot of peas.
I still snap a lot of green beans.
I got you.
And so, but yeah, our kids are poorly eating habits are pretty bad now. And I think there's more pre-diabetic kids out there now, obesity, than we've ever seen before.
70% of adults are overweight or obese.
Yes.
And that's very close to being the same percentage of children.
It is.
77% of kids would not pass the test to become a person that could be in the armed forces.
You're correct.
77% of kids could not make it. So it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
It is. They need to eat more vegetables, more fruit, need to get more exercise, come play pickleball, you know.
Just moving anything.
I'm certified in pre-diabetes and diabetes.
What is pre-diabetes?
It's your A1C is a 6, I think it's a 6.5 to a 7 now when you're pre-diabetic, and you can get yourself out of that. Exercise is huge, you know. When you go to Walmart, when you come to the Pig, come see me, part way out, walk. It opens those insulin receptors, makes them work again, you know. A lot of people don't realize just walking far, getting out and exercising 30 minutes a day. I mean, I'm not talking about piddly walking. I'm talking about walking.
I know.
You know, come play pickleball. You know, go to the park, walk, go to the track, you know, something. I'm not saying hardcore workout, but just a little bit will help a lot.
Most adults wake up in the morning and they move to the breakfast table and they move to their car and they move to a computer and they move to the TV and then they move to the bed.
Yes.
And that used to be very different for children. Children would come home after school, outside, play. They played at school. PE is not a huge thing at school like it used to be. Outside playing is not a huge thing. So kids literally do the same progression. And now we see kids that are heavy.
Yes. You know, it's very important that the kids get the exercise they need nowadays. They need to get out and play. We need to put the phones away, you know. Yeah. I mean, they're fine, some, but if it's a nice, pretty day outside, let them get out and play. Hey, go play.
I know.
Let's go to the park. They just need the outside instead of a phone in their hand or a computer. When I was a kid, on Saturday and Sunday, you would eat your breakfast and you would go outside.
I know.
I will see you at lunch.
I know. I remember those days too. So what does it lead to? These kids are not doing these things. What are you seeing?
So I'm seeing pre-diabetes, kids. We're going to start on March the 9th offering a free A1C testing to see where you are. If you think you're pre-diabetic, come by. I can check your A1C.
That's a finger prick and a
Yeah,
quick
it's just
test.
a little finger prick. It don't hurt. I'll be glad to do kids.
Great.
Just come by. We can see where you are. I can help you hopefully get on the right track.
And here's a graphic we have about this: 17% obesity in 2017, and now 20%. It's actually higher than that in the new numbers on kids' obesity, and doubled type 2 diabetes. What's the difference between a type 2 and a type 1 diabetes?
Type 1 is just like you were,
You're born with it, right?
Yeah. And then type 2 is you pretty much made yourself that.
Yeah. The thing about type 2 that's fascinating to me is that I have seen so many people who are really bad type 2s. I mean, like hospitalized type 2s that say, I am not doing this anymore. I'm going to do something different and completely get themselves out of that. I'm not saying a little bit. I'm saying they completely get out of that routine.
So I have a patient that had an A1C of 15. That's almost diabetic coma because their sugar is running 500-600 a day. They have gotten theirs down to like a 6.8.
Yeah.
Got in the gym, worked out, started eating healthy, stopping by Hardee's, McDonald's in the morning, eating healthy. And it's a lifestyle change, it really is.
Sure.
But if you want to do it, you can do it.
It's a choice.
That's
the hard thing about it, is that it really is a choice.
Because with A1C like that, you're affecting your heart, you're affecting your eyes, you're affecting your kidneys. I don't think people think about that because your kidneys are being damaged quickly.
Oh, I know. Any high blood pressure pushes too much through the filters in the kidneys and it just blows them out.
Yes. People loses fingers, toes.
I've seen it.
Infection is really easy to get. It's just, all you gotta do is change a little bit, get outside.
I know. Are those Doritos and is that Coke as good as losing a finger? It's always...
Not to me.
The thing is that nobody thinks about that, though. I've always wished, the thing I wish in practice the most is that there's a way to fast forward people and let them see the result of different pathways. Because if people could see the different results, say, let's start exercising and eat better, this is where you are in 6 months. Everybody would say, I want that result. I literally want it. But it's so hard to see when you're there because you could eat great for a week and it's no difference.
Well,
2 weeks, no difference.
And they think, diabetes, the Monjaro shots, all them shots have showed really great results for the diabetes, but people that just use them for, want to lose weight, that weight's going to come back if you don't get out and exercise and start eating healthy.
And the side effects can be huge. We did a whole show on that.
Yes.
We've seen people with serious side effects from those shots. So when you're thinking, I want to lose that 10 pounds, I can't get off, but then I'm also maybe going to lose my hair or my vision, you got to weigh these things.
You do.
How hard is it not to eat better?
I probably need more exercise than I get. I'm sure I do. But I do as much as I can when I'm off. We do a lot of, diabetes stuff after work. And hopefully in a few months we will have a good program going.
That's great.
And so
and I'll have you back because I know you have a bunch of things going on with the state, and then we can't really announce all that yet. But there are programs that are coming that are going to help make kids in Sylacauga healthier than they are.
Yes. And that's my goal. I would like to see, the number of kids in Sylacauga or Talladega County, period.
Sure.
Anybody's invited, get them healthier so they live past 40 and 50 years old. My graduation class, I can tell you, there's like 6 passed away due to heart attacks.
I know. I see it too. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We're trying to save kids. We really are, but we can't save kids if they're fed junk every day. We'll see you next time.